Hey there YouTube, Heir of Carthage here, and you can see that I am on Shogun, or Total War Shogun 2, and I'm going to walk you through the first two online battles I play. I actually haven't played any campaign. I haven't done any more tutorials or anything like that. I just wanted to go ahead and hop into a couple of online battles, and I want to show you those. Here's my first battle. You can see my opponent there listed, and you can also see the map name up at the top. You can see that it's a map that's going to be focused in, I guess, the confluence of several rivers. So probably the key is going to be to try and take advantage of armies that are crossing. Let me introduce you to my army. Here you can see that it doesn't record the deployment phase, which is actually kind of nice actually for recording purposes. So my army consists of 3 of these Lone Sword Ashigaru. I have 2 Yari Ashigaru, 3 Bow Ashigaru, 2 Yari Cavalry, which is just peasant cav, and then my general here, this is the Avatar's bodyguard, and my Avatar's name is Samurai Barca. So I'm trying to keep to my Carthage traditions, but also stay in keeping with the new Japanese theme. Here's my opponent's army. Let's go take a look at what he has. Crossing the river right up front, he's got 2 units of light cavalry, which are slightly less expensive than my Yari cav. There's his Avatar's bodyguard. His Avatar apparently does not have a name. Looks like he's got a couple of, let's see, there's a couple of Yari Ashigaru. He must have started in a province or conquered a province in which Katana Samurai is available. He's got 2 Katana Samurai and 1 Lone Sword Ashigaru there. Another Lone Sword. Yeah, it looks like 2 Lone Sword Ashigaru and then 1, no, make it 2 Bow Ashigaru. So he's got quite a few troops. Here I'm catching him off guard. I did a cavalry charge on his light cav whilst he was still crossing the river and wasn't properly positioned. I'm getting a downhill charge, and my Yari cav is better than his light cavalry. At least I believe they are. So here you can see the fight taking place. His general is in there, but even with his general there, that downhill charge is going to be pretty devastating. And you can see that I did indeed rout one of his units, and his other units, their morale is not good as they've lost a lot of men. So this is actually my team banner here that you get to make. You get to make your own clan banner, and mine is the red, let's see, it's got the red swan thing on it and then a white background. So it's pretty cool. Here's some of my Lone Swords charging forward to catch these Katana Samurai in a big ball. However, Katana Samurai are much better in melee than Lone Sword Ashigaru, because as the term Ashigaru indicates, they are just peasant units, and these Samurai are not peasant units. So they have better armor, better attack, and even though I caught them all bunched up, they're going to absolutely shred my, my melee units. One of my units I kind of lost control of here, and they went too far behind enemy lines and routed. Here, my Yari Ashigaru are trying to engage some of his Yari Ashigaru. And one of the new features in Shogun is that your avatar has like certain retainers, is what they're called, and they give him abilities. And one of the abilities that my opponent is fielding this match actually gives me -1 to my Yari Ashigaru morale. So they broke, and then of course my my center broke, but I went ahead and did a Yari Cav charge into his Katana Samurai. And that cavalry charge broke his Katana Samurai in the center, and I was able to retake the center. But as you can see, my troops' morale is really crappy. My Lone Sword Ashigaru are just getting trashed by this other unit of Katana Samurai, and my Yari Ashigaru, I moved them away to try and keep them out of this fight. And basically what I'm going to have to do now is try and use my archers to rectify my infantry. I guess my infantry... Oh man, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. My infantry's not as good as my opponent's infantry, so I'm having to use my Bow Samurai to make up for that. Let me show you the Bow Ashigaru. Pretty cool units. Of course, these are just peasants, so, you know, nothing too special here. There they were, firing off a volley. I have the graphic settings on high, by the way, and it seems to run very smooth on these settings, so that's probably where I'll leave it. I can run it on Ultra, but it doesn't run well with fraps on. And if you're wondering what my computer specs are, since I said I can run it on Ultra, just go check out the profile on my YouTube page. That will give you my information. Now here I threw in my my remaining Yari Cav in an attempt to just kill as many of the enemy as I could and drive them back. This is kind of a sacrificial technique, something that you ought to be familiar with as far as my my armies are concerned. So there's my my remaining Yari cavalry fighting it out, vastly outnumbered. Pretty cool. Yeah, the game's got nice graphics. I'm definitely impressed with the graphics. I think it's actually an improvement over the demo. Maybe I was just seeing things on the demo, but I'm liking the real game. As far as my initial thoughts on Shogun 2 Total War, the gameplay is very fluid, a lot like Napoleon Total War, so there's, you know, not long, drawn-out conflicts like we sometimes experienced in Empire. It's got good sound effects, nice unit skins. The unit scope is a little more diversified than I thought it would be, but still not quite what you would expect, say, in like Rome Total War or Medieval 2. But the unit diversity is pretty good, and there's of course a lot of new features in the game, such as the avatar based multiplayer map. I will show you that here in just a second and explain it as best as I know. You know, it's very new to me, so my explanation of it is going to be just basically the best explanation I can give you. Now here's some of my lone sword Ashigaru of my opponent, and I'm going to charge them with my general's bodyguard. And I'm absolutely just going to rip through these guys. They were not intended to fight cavalry. And my general's bodyguard right there just absolutely destroyed that unit. And basically just routed them right off the battlefield. That was a pretty cool charge. Glad I got to show you that. So basically my opponent and I both suffered the defeat of our infantry at this point. And I have a superior number of archers though. And so I'm using those archers to cause his to rout. The retainer that my avatar general right now is using is called, oh, actually I don't remember what it's called. It's the one that gives you the plus and the bows. There's my general. I haven't really changed his armor or anything. That's what he looks like right now. So that is Samurai Barca as of now. So you can see his name there. I think that's pretty cool. Another neat feature. So here's my bow Ashigaru marching back up. I kind of like this map. I think it's really cool. It'd be fun for team battles to help try and conquer these islands. Now you can walk between them. The rivers is just shallow water, but the detriment is that your men get slowed down while crossing the river, and of course it'll tire them out. So your crossings have to be timed well, and you'll see that here I kind of, by the dead bodies there, you can tell that I kind of boxed up my opponent in the crossing. That was the end of the battle. It's a little bit different than Napoleon stuff. You know, it doesn't pop up the unit statistics screen right there at the end. So I hope you enjoyed that battle. That was actually my very first online battle ever. And let me go ahead and show you a couple of things while we're in here. Let's go to the Avatar Conquest mode. So this is where you can change the name of your avatar, put armor on him, and then edit your Mon, which is your clan banner. There's my Mon. And here's the skills tree. I can buy skills and stuff to use with my general. Right here is the XP of your avatar, and then this is showing when they're going to level up. You can go in here to customize the avatar. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you what I do know. This is where you can do your retainers, and so here's the retainer I'm using. It's called Huntsman. It gives me +2 accuracy for my bow Ashigaru. Trying to think what else I want to let me show you the conquest map. Here's what I've done so far. I started in this province right here, and I conquered north into here. Now this is not a campaign map. This is the multiplayer conquest map, and what you want to do if you have a battle. In fact, maybe I should just demonstrate how to have a battle. I've showed you that replay. Let me just demonstrate how to have a battle. I'm going to try and conquer this territory here because it has this benefit of European gunsmith, and you can either go to the battle list. So once you move your avatar army to that location, you can either go to a match-made battle, team battle, or a battle list. And I'm going to just go to a match-made battle. It's land 1v1, so we'll just try and find the match. This should be pretty simple. I've had a pretty easy time getting in matches, so it says opponent found. And if I win this fight, I now gain, you know, the units that come with that territory. So there's my opponent right there. And here's the army I used in my last battle. My general gets more expensive as he gains more EXP, which I'm not really sure if I like that or not, but we'll see. So I need to modify my army. I'm going to cut out one of these bow units. I've been pretty happy with this army right here. I have 2 Yari Ashigaru, 3 lone sword. I'm kind of thinking about trying a higher quality army though. Let's try that. Let's get a couple of Katana Samurai and a Yari Ashigaru unit. Let's see, I had veteran unit. Yeah, this Yari Cav unit is a veteran. I'm going to cut out one of my Yari Cav units, bring my veteran unit. Veteran units are created whenever you have a unit that survives a battle and basically does really well. So I've got 2 Katana Samurai, 1 Yari Ashigaru, 2 Bow Ashigaru, my general, and then my veteran Cav there, and then a regular Yari Cav. So I'm not sure if this army's going to be any good. I'm so new to this game that I really don't have a clue. And whenever one player clicks ready, the other player only has 60 seconds from that point to be ready, which is, may or may not be a good thing. And then right here is the information. It's a match-made game, so I don't get to change the options. But you can see it's the Tranquil Streams map. Never played this one. It's new to me. There's my opponent, Lug. This is what the loading screen looks like. In case any of you are interested, I don't know why you would be, really. Not that big a deal. It's very similar to Napoleon Total War. Now, I've really gotten to play this game very little, and I was hoping to get to play it some before I brought you some videos so that I could have better explanation. But this is going to be kind of a learn-as-you-go thing, because you all kind of want me to put some videos up fast. And I didn't have much time to play the game today because, to be quite frank, you know, I have a job. So I work all day, and I have to wait till I get home. I actually had some company tonight, and so, you know, I'm busy. Sometimes I can't just get right onto a game, which is depressing because I'd love to spend a lot of time on this game. As I have to say that my initial impression of it is I very much like it. It definitely exceeded my expectations. Now, some of you that may not be true, but for me personally, it exceeded my expectations. Alright, so here's the battle. We're ready to roll. I'm going to put my archers on loose formation. These different buildings, you can actually capture them, and it gives you the bonuses. This one increases my melee attack, that one my archer attack, and then this one increases the armor and defense of all units. I think I'm just going to move towards these 2 buildings over here. Those buildings are called key buildings. Let's see, I've got them in... yeah, I want them in loose formation. Alright, and I have them on skirmish. I've got a couple of Katana Samurai, I'll put them right behind. I'll put my Yari Ashigaru unit to guard the rear, and my general right here, and I'm going to put my Yari Cav in the very back. Alright, I'm going to start the battle, and when I do, it'll be game on, because my opponent's already ready. I'm going to move up my units quickly towards these buildings. Now your units, it looks like my units are walking by default this time, which is different. Let's go take a look at my opponent's units. He's got a light cav, bow ashigaru, let's see, Yari Samurai, lone swords, bow ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, Yari Samurai. So he's got basically Yari Samurai, some lone swords, different units like that. I'm going to move up and conquer this melee building and this archery building, hopefully. I'm going to try and hold this area. Go ahead and run my cavalry up there. I think your units automatically run when you do the click and drag, and I think if you just give a click onto the map, they don't run automatically. And the thing with the running is, of course, your units actually, I've noticed, get winded pretty quickly on this game. My opponent's obviously going to capture this defensive building because he wants to play defense. I might just go attack him while he's out of formation. He's not really... I'm not sure how well he could protect those bow ashigaru, so let's see if we can catch him off guard. My Yari cavalry are very quick, and they actually have a pretty devastating charge, it seems, from what I've learned. At least pretty devastating against the units that I've fought so far. So hopefully I can catch this guy off guard, because he is very focused on getting to this building. I'm going to get slowed down a little bit coming across the stream. Okay, he's noticed me. He's got his light cavalry coming in. So I'm now going to not take this engagement, because I'm going to end up getting bogged down and taking an unnecessary number of losses. Sometimes it's worth it, though, to get aggressive and to try and make your enemy feel the pain, basically. And once I capture this building, I'm going to have a melee upgrade and an archery upgrade. So that'll give me 2 upgrades to his 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and march forward on him. Up here it shows you which buildings have been captured and who's capturing them. So mine's the yellow color, and then, you know, there's my opponent. So you all tell me what you think so far. of the gameplay. I think the gameplay is very smooth. From up top, the maps don't look like anything special. Of course, when you zoom in, you get really good detail, good unit detail. This is not on the highest graphic settings. This is on high, and to be honest, it looks pretty darn good. So I'm impressed. It looks really good on Ultra, but like I said, I'm not running it on Ultra because I don't want it to lag. I want to have nice smooth play. So apparently my opponent is wanting to play defensively. He has a lot more infantry than me. My cavalry is markedly superior, and my bows are going to be superior because of my general's retainer and because of the little hut thing that I captured, or I'm about to capture. This is a sword dojo. It says increases the melee attack and charge of all units, and then this other one says increases the reload rate of all missile units and restores ammunition supplies. So if I run out of ammo, I can actually come back inside this little area and have my ammunition supplies replenished. So this is not a building my opponent should have let me capture, I don't think. So I now own those buildings. At least it sure looks like it. Yep, I own both buildings. So, and now I'm going to march up my my archers and begin a skirmish, because my archers should be pretty much superior at this point. I'm going to move up my Yari Ashigaru in case he decides to charge his cav across. And let's get our Yari Samurai, or sorry, our Katana Samurai. Yari Samurai, that's a oxymoron, I think. He's moving his bow Ashigaru to these forests for cover. I'm not sure how that plays out, as I'm not familiar with the cover bonus that might be provided in this game. Right, I finally forced my opponent to cross. I'm not sure if I'm going to win this battle, but I'll show it to you nonetheless. I'm trying to get my cavalry in behind my opponent's troops and see if I can cause kind of a chain rout. I had to avoid his Yari Samurai, which are very powerful versus cavalry. But as you can see, my infantry are definitely superior. My melee attack is. And I just need to see if I can take out these opposing infantry here in a relatively short amount of time. Yep, looks like I've caused a chain rout, so things worked the way I thought it would. Now I want to push forward with my Katana Samurai once they finish wiping out these enemy troops. I'm getting my Yari Cav out of there. I'm just using the Yari Cav for shock. And I'm going to get my Katana Samurai engaged with those Yari Samurai. And Yari is the Japanese word for the spear that they're using there, as far as I understand it. It looks like I should have this battle pretty handily won at this point. I'm going to try and finish off the enemy troops in this vicinity, get them to rout. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of quick look. I know my commentary isn't what it could be, and that's mainly just because I'm completely unfamiliar with this game as of yet. And I'm sorry that this battle was a little bit defensive. Those usually aren't the best to do a live commentary on for sure. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. So my Yari Cav is actually getting kind of torn up. I'm going to pull them out of that fight because that's where the Yari Samurai are, and I'm going to let my infantry finish that up. Ooh, he's got some more Yari Samurai. Didn't realize they were around, so there's a little more to this battle than I thought there would be. But it looks like I shattered those Yari Samurai. And now we're going to shatter this last unit of Yari Samurai. I just need to pull up behind the enemy forces here. I'm going to throw my archers in now as well. I've noticed in this game that the key deciding factor, especially in these battles with the units that aren't so good, is you can easily break the morale of units with a good charge from Yari Cav. I found Yari Cav to be quite useful so far. And, you know, that might change, of course, as I learn more about the game. But there you go. There was the hammer and anvil that finished the battle. Cool fight right there in the river. This game really is cool. I hope you get a chance to play Shogun 2 soon, and because I think you'll enjoy it. So I'm going to save the replay, just so I have it for the future. I'm going to say third battle, win. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that, and I will be bringing you more Shogun 2 Total War in the future. Especially campaign footage, because I know some of you want to see the campaign. That'll be starting tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to be very busy for the next couple of days, so I'll bring you what I can. Again, sorry my commentary wasn't the best here tonight, but just doing my best to get you some videos quick so you can go ahead and get a good look at the game, and then I will improve my knowledge of the game over time. Actually, I decided I should probably show you the post-battle screen. Here's the post-battle screen. One thing I think is cool, it tells you the province you captured if you're doing the avatar map, the retainers that you unlock, so you unlock the European gunsmith, veteran slot unlocked, so I mean I have another veteran slot available, like I use that unit of veteran yard cav, and then it also keeps track of your personal records. Here it says personal record, most men killed in a battle, and then also the most men you lose in a battle. And then here it tells you that I gained a rank, and then it tells me my next rank, and then how many points I have to spend. And then, you know, of course, because my general is getting better, it costs more per battle. So I think that's how the creative assembly is balancing your general becoming a veteran, is that he costs more. So it's kind of like the expensive generals in Napoleon. They add more benefits to your battle, but you can buy fewer troops. So I think that's kind of the trade-off there. Anyway, I hope these first looks into Shogun were helpful to you. And like I said, I'll be glad to bring you more in the future. I'm enjoying the game very much so far. So as far as Heir's official kind of first day review of Shogun, it's great. If you can get it, get it. And if you can't, you should make a plan to get it. So very much impressed so far.